When a school reaches out for help, sometimes an entire community responds and answers. Today, I am at Sussex Academy, where a simple request turned into a heartwarming lesson in kindness, partnership, and taking care of those who depend on us.
The story starts with a problem and a decision to speak up about it. What started as a maintenance need quickly turned into a full-scale community effort, one that began with a simple ask. To talk more about what was needed and how the community stepped up, I met with Kyle Bentley, the head of school at Sussex Academy.
So as a public charter school, we have less funding than public school districts, and when we have capital needs like this, oftentimes we'll talk and we'll reach out to our community. In this case, we reached out to the community with a call to action. Several parents stepped up and wanted to help, and then from there, our parent leadership really took it to local businesses and just made this project happen for our students.
And the response was quick. Parents, local leaders, and businesses all answered that call, donating their time, materials, and expertise to make sure the animals would be safe and comfortable through the colder months.
We know that our families are very supportive. Our families, from across the county have a lot of different areas of expertise, and somebody with a passion for not only helping our school, but also creating opportunities for the interaction with our animals here on campus, was passionate, reached out, and we said, yes, please. So how can we work together? And that's when the word of mouth got around from our family leaders to local businesses, and the funding came to make this happen for our students.
From there, the word spread fast. Companies like Shell Brothers stepped in, donating new siding, flooring, and labor, along with help from the school's own maintenance team.
A school can only be as strong as the community that supports it, and fortunately, our support is very strong from our community.
This campus sits right next to the state forest, and that connection to nature is a big part of what draws families here.
So I think a lot of families that come to our campus, especially our elementary campus being right next to the state forest, are drawn to the environment. They're drawn to nature. They're drawn to that hands-on learning that I grew up with, and I know a lot of people did.
And here at Sussex Academy, that support goes beyond buildings. It's about learning by doing. The Animal Sanctuary plays a big role in that, giving students the chance to care for something outside themselves.
Getting kids out in nature when, even as adults, we're constantly connected to our devices. I know I am, my phone, my laptop, but kids need to be kids. And when you come here for recess, for example, kids are playing. They're playing in dirt sometimes, they're running around, they're interacting with those animals, and it's just really, really powerful to see that in action. So I think that's a part of it, and then having our animals and students have the opportunity to interact with them, feed them, take care of them. We also have parents that volunteer to come look after our sanctuary on the weekends, so it takes a village, and that's what we're seeing.
And that village includes some very special caretakers. To really understand what this program means, I had to ask the experts.
Of course, CoastLife, we wanted to speak to the actual people who are affected by this program, some of the students who might be joining. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. I want to ask you guys, what are you most excited for with this new animal care program?
For them to be safe.
Yes, they're in safe hands with these Sussex Academy elementary students. Do you have a favorite animal?
It's probably the sheep.
The sheep, yeah, that's exciting. I like sheep too.
I like the chicken, Flossie. Flossie the chicken.
Flossie the chicken. Oh, they have names too. That's cute. Do you have a favorite animal?
The goat.
The goat. Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan of the goats also.
Between feeding and watering to collecting eggs, these students are learning responsibility in the most hands-on way possible.
Community service is a huge part of what we do at Sussex Academy, and it's a great model for our students to learn from. Seeing our parents in action, seeing the support of those local businesses is powerful, and eventually they'll grow up to do the same, is our goal.
With stronger shelters and a stronger sense of community, Sussex Academy's animal care program is welcoming back students this spring, proving that when everyone comes together, everyone benefits. But everyone is also benefiting with more CoastLife, so stick around.